high debt, rising energy costs, and supply chain volatility that pressures businesses and households alike. Fifth, a security crisis where instability and safety concerns can weaken visitor confidence and disrupt communities. And sixth, an accelerated digital crisis where cyber threats can shut down systems, expose data, interrupt payments and travel operations, and where misinformation and disinformation can damage a destination's reputation in hours, undermining trust with a single false narrative. And yet, this is precisely why we're here. We're here because crisis must not be our destiny. We are here because tourism must not merely survive disruptions. Tourism must redesign and withstand it. We are here to transform tourism from vulnerable to resilient, from reactive to ready, from recovery to renewal. And we meet here under a theme that declares our intention with clarity, from crisis to transformation. Tourism is not just an industry, ladies and gentlemen. Tourism is a lifeline. Tourism is jobs, direct and indirect. Tourism is enterprise, small businesses, community tours, transportation, food, culture, and craft. Tourism is foreign exchange that strengthens public services, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and community development. But tourism is also uniquely exposed because tourism depends on confidence. When confidence falls, arrivals fall. When arrivals fall, jobs fall. When jobs fall, families feel it immediately. And that is why the world needs a Tourism Resilience Day. We need a day that keeps relevance and keeps resilience at the agenda, the heart of it all, even when new cycles move on. A day that forces us to plan before we panic. A day that insists that preparedness is not a luxury, it is a responsibility. Tourism Resilience Day exists because resilience is not seasonal. Resilience is not optional. Resilience is not a paragraph in a policy paper. Resilience is a discipline, lived, practiced, tested, and renewed. So, this day did not appear by accident. It was built step by step, crisis by crisis, lesson by lesson. It began with a recognition that tourism needed more than promotion. It needed protection. More than recovery plans, it needed resilience and architecture. More than hope, it needed systems. We listened to destinations that were battered by storms, and Jamaica just had that experience less than 4 months ago. We listened to communities whose income disappeared when arrivals closed. We listened to operators who were brilliant at service, but vulnerable to shocks they did not cause and could not control. And we made a decision. We will not accept crisis as a destiny. We began building a global platform, one that could convene nations, translate experiences into evidence, and turn resilience into the new standard for tourism governance and practice. And we didn't do it alone. The Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center has become a collective global think tank, a living network of centers, universities, experts, private sector partners, multilateral allies and governments working together to shape a new global tourism reality, one where resilience is not an afterthought, but a foundation. From that journey came a milestone, Tourism Resilience Day. And I'm so proud to have led that path myself at the UN at its annual special session in February of 2023, when 94 countries acceded to the resolution that I moved and voted while I spoke in favor of the day.